Hello and welcome to another episode of Microsoft Fabric, and in today's video we are going to discuss how can we use Microsoft Fabric custom data sets or data set with Tabular Editor 3. Tabular Editor 3 is now supporting Microsoft Fabric custom data set, and with the help of that we can do few operations, and one of the operations which we are looking forward for today is calculation groups. Calculation groups allows us to create a group of measure or create measure set by using selected measure, which can reduce the number of measures we plan to use in our model. And especially it is helpful when we are creating time intelligence measure. We don't have to create TI measure for each and every measure what we have. So we are going to take same example today for a Microsoft Fabric custom data set and try to build a calculation group for time intelligence. Let me quickly jump onto the Microsoft Fabric. I have already opened my Microsoft Fabric. As you are aware, we can access Microsoft Fabric using app.powerbi.com. In app.powerbi.com, I have few workspaces, and the workspaces I plan to use today is 01 Fabric. Inside the 01 Fabric, once I click and go there, I have few data warehouses, and let me filter the warehouses using the filter on the right top, and then let me click on warehouse. This will give me only the list of warehouses I have in this workspace. In this workspace I have a warehouse 2, where I already have a model which I wanted to use. So let me click on warehouse 2. Warehouse 2 is opening, and inside the warehouse 2 I'll first showcase you my model, and from that model we are going to create a custom data set. On the bottom I have an option to see my model. Once I click on the model, it will showcase me my model, and here let me make it little bit smaller by changing the zoom, and you can see that I have my sales table, item table, date 1 table, customer table, geography table, and date table DW is part of one of the model which I've created here. There is another model which is also available on Factory Tail, but I'm interested in this particular model. What I would like to do now is I would like to create a custom data set. To do that, I will go onto the left top reporting. I'll click on reporting, and inside that I have option for new Power BI data set. I'll click on new Power BI data set, and here I'll select all the tables, and I want to tell you why I'm selecting all the table. You can see it is not allowing me to select sales table, but I found a workaround that when I select everything, it do select the sales table. I'm going to uncheck the tables which I don't want. Now I have unchecked the tables which I don't require. I have customer, geography, item, and sales tables with me. I also want date table because I want to create time intelligence measures in my calculation group, and I would like to take date 1 and date table DW. Both I'm taking, only one is needed, but for our reference I'm taking. I can change the name, so let me give it as a name DW2 custom dataset DS2, and let me click on confirm button at the bottom of this pop-up. Once I click, it will create a new data set for me. As this data set is using the tables from the warehouse, for the first instance I don't require to refresh this data set to get the data. So my data set is ready, and it has been opened up here in the next tab, and I can see there. Now I have faced one issue very recently. We may or may not face that. I'll tell you what issue I faced. We might not face this time. So when I click on a new report and new report open up, and I try to use any table from Microsoft Fabric, this custom dataset, let's say I drag city ID, it was giving me error, a permission error. It was not allowing me to do that. Now here in this case, you can see that I'm getting it, but still I'll tell you the solution for that. So in case you face a issue, a permission issue here, what you have to do, you have to open your workspace again, app.powerbi.com, and go to your workspace. In my case, it is 01 Fabric workspace. In 01 Fabric workspace, open up your custom dataset. To get that, you can click on the dataset now, not the dataset default. So filter option on the right top, not the default dataset, you need dataset. Once you click on the dataset, you will see your custom dataset. To the settings, and inside the setting, make sure that the credentials is not asking for any further detail. They are correct. Because of some reason with my older datasets, these credentials were not correct. So I have came back here and again used my organization credentials and validated that. So in this manner, in case you face any issue with the connection or not having a permission, come back and check out here. You will be able to resolve that. Now, this model is ready, and I would like to use this model DH custom DS2, which is a custom data set on top of my warehouse in Tabular Editor 3. So I already installed Tabular Editor 3. You can search Tabular Editor 3 in any search engine and can download it. Tabular Editor 3 is not free, so you can get a 10-day trial version. So let me open Tabular Editor 3. To use the model in the Tabular Editor 3, we need to use File, Open, and Model from DB. Now what is the URL? How did I get this URL? To get this URL, I'll tell you what you need to do. Go back to your workspace. I'll go to my workspace 01 Fabric. Inside the workspace, either on 3 dots or sometime it is available without 3 dot, go to workspace settings and go to premium settings. Scroll down a little bit. I'm using a trial right now. Premium per user and premium has same kind of setting. Here you have this URL, workspace connection. You can click on the copy icon on the right hand side and copy it. Go back and use that as a server URL here. Other than that, you need to use username and password. I'll give my username and password and login. So I'm giving my organization ID in the username and password in the password. Let me click on OK. And once the connection established, it will show you all the databases. Now you can see each model, what level they are. Okay. So you can see our model DH2 custom DS2 is at 1561 compatibility level of analysis services, and that's the model which we can use with calculation group. Warehouse 2 itself should be there here. So you will see quite a few, like warehouse 2 is also 1561. I have already experimented with warehouse 2 in parenthesis 1, which is also at 1561. So let me click on OK and open this. So first thing which I'm going to go ahead and do here is I'll look, do I have sufficient measure to create my calculation group? I doesn't have, because I already have MTD and gross MTD, but I need another measure. So I'll right click on this table and I'll say create measure, and I'll create a measure which is net. So I can rename. On the right hand side there is an option to change the measure name. So I'll click on that and I'll call it net. And now I can write down an expression here. I'll write down sum sales gross amount minus sum of, and let me type discount amount this time, and let me check it. So this is working. Now using this measure only, I'm going to create my calculation group. To do that, I'll go to tables, right click, create. I have option table calculated table calculation group. I'm going to create calculation group, and in the properties on the right hand side I need to give a name, and I'll give a name as TI, time intelligence. Once I create this calculation group, I can add calculation item by right clicking on calculation item, create calculation item, and a calculation item has been created. I can give a name as MTD. Let me add one more. Right now I'm not giving the formulas. I'll come back and give the formulas later. QTD, one more calculation item, YTD. Now I'll quickly click on MTD and write down my formula, which is calculate selected measure, comma, dates, MTD, date 1 date. My first measure is ready. Let me click on the accept button and check is it correct. Seems like. Let me click on QTD, and the only thing I want to change here is I want to make it as QTD instead of MTD, and same way I'll click on YTD. There is no formula here, and I'm going to change it to YTD. So I got all three of them. Let me click on accept, and now let me try to save it. Save all. Now this is saving my calculation group in the model. Let me go back to the Microsoft Fabric. I'm back on the Microsoft Fabric, and let me try to refresh this model here. What happens? I'm refreshing the page, not the model. And now you will not see the model here because the things have changed there. So let me go ahead and do one thing. Let me try to create a report on this model using Power BI Desktop. So I have opened my Power BI Desktop, and here I would like to connect with that dataset, custom dataset. To do so, I'll click on Get Data, More, Microsoft Fabric Dataset, and say Connect. I've already logged in into my organization account in Power BI Desktop, so I'm able to see my datasets. I'm able to see the custom dataset, DH2 custom DS2, which we are editing right now. Let me say Connect. I clicked on the Connect, and you can see that the model is loaded. Let me check is this name is working. This is not working, and it's giving an error. The error it is giving the query reference calculation group table TI, which does not hold the data. It means I need to refresh this dataset. How to do that? Let's go back to Microsoft Fabric. So in Microsoft Fabric, I'll tell you how to refresh this dataset. So let me go to 01 Fabric, filters, dataset. One of the ways I can press this refresh now and see it is refreshing, and it refreshed in few seconds because it only need to refresh the calculation group table. Rest of the tables are part of the warehouse and they don't need a refresh. Let me try to open this data set. And here also you can see an option for refresh. You don't have to open a model now because when you open the model, it might not give you the required information. When you click on the refresh down arrow, you have option for refresh now, schedule refresh, and refresh history. And you can see I have refreshed it manually once. And from here I can also create a report. You can use start from scratch to create a report here, but that we are already doing on Power BI Desktop. So let me go back to the report which we were creating on Power BI Desktop. We are back to the Power BI Desktop, and let me refresh this. Once I refresh, you can see that I am getting MTD, QTD, and YTD value. Now let me convert this into a matrix visual, and I'll move the name to the columns. I'll bring in from date, let me bring in month year sort on the rows, it will not give anything. Let me bring a measure. Net calculation group require at least one measure to be the part of the visual. If we have more measures, we can use more measures. I'm getting my data of MTD, QTD and YTD. But as you can see, I'm only using one measure. So why don't we go back to our tabular editor, try to create one more measure and refresh it and see what happens. So I'm back on my tabular editor, and in the tabular editor, I plan to create one more measure. Right click, create measures, and let me call this measure add COGS, and this is nothing but sum of COGS amount, sales COGS amount. Accept. Let me create one more. Create measure gross M, and this is nothing but sum of gross amount and let me accept that also. Let me save it. The model is being saved. It is asking you will lose your undo and redo history. Proceed. Yes, I want to proceed. I will jump back to the Power BI and refresh this file by pressing the refresh in the middle of the home button. I can see more measures out here. Let me put in gross M and COGS also in my visualization. You can see I got all my measures here by using the calculation group. You can also reduce this MTD, YTD by creating a slicer on calculation group. So I can drag it into the empty space and create a slicer, and let's say I only want QTD. So I'll only get the QTD data for net, gross and COGS. So this is how you use calculation groups in a custom data set in Microsoft Fabric. I found it is a little bit slow. I've shown you how you can use calculation groups in a custom data set in Microsoft Fabric. So why don't you go ahead and try that out, and do let me know what else you want me to cover in this particular series. Thanks for watching this particular video. Thank you.